Hello violin players! In this lesson we're going to continue with our left hand fingers and we're going to learn to play fingers 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the A string, and by the end of the lesson you should have all your fingers on the string. So here we go, let's get started. I have written a finger line on my hand again, and as you remember from the previous lesson, that finger line was to indicate how high my finger should be up above the fingerboard. So let's get started by putting that finger line next to the E string. And that means that your fingers are completely above the fingerboard, as opposed to this. If you drop it, then this finger line is way below the level of the fingerboard, you see, and that is not right. So we need to go up until you can see that little imaginary V between your finger line and the E string. Now, we were talking about the first finger on the A string last time, so let's revise what we were doing then. So we have our finger line in place, we have got our thumb just peeking up above the fingerboard, and our thumb is slightly closer to our face than the first finger is. So up from the first finger rather than there. And then push your wrist away so that you've got an imaginary space for a large tennis ball right here. Now I'm going to play an open A string first with a long bow. I'm stopping the bow now, place my first finger about a centimetre away from the nut, from the beginning of the string right here. And now we're going to use our middle finger and we're going to place it a same amount of space away from the first finger, so about a centimetre, about one finger width in between fingers 1 and 2. Now our third finger, our ring finger, is a little bit different because that finger gets placed right next to the second finger, so there's no space. And my pinky is going to be a space away from the third finger. And there you have it, all your fingers on the strings. So let's have a look at the pattern that my fingers make. And you can see between fingers 1 and 2, there is a gap. Can you see that? Fingers 2 and 3 are placed together. And finger 4, which is my pinky, is a space away from finger 3. So let's have another look at your hand. My index finger is finger 1. My middle finger is finger 2, my ring finger is finger 3, and my pinky is finger 4. Now when I place my fingers on the string, fingers 1 and 2 have a space, fingers 2 and 3 are placed together, fingers 3 and 4 have got a gap between them again. Let's play that again. Now we want to take our time placing the fingers, so every time after I've played one note, I'm going to stop and take some time to place my next finger before I play that next note. So check over your finger line, your thumb and your tennis ball. And here we go. We're starting on an open A string. Stop, place your finger. If your note sounds a bit different, try a different space with your first finger because you might be slightly too high or slightly too low until you've found this note. Now take your time, place finger 2. In the meantime, leave your bow on the string if you can. So finger 2 is a space away from finger 1. And if that doesn't quite sound the same when you play it, alter your second finger a little bit so that it will sound the same. Next up is finger 3, and I'm placing my ring finger right by the side of finger 2. Place your fourth finger a space away from finger 3 now. Amazing, and you've got all 4 fingers on. This is quite likely to feel quite unfamiliar at this stage, and that is okay. What you want to do if your arm's tired, just let it drop and swing it a little bit before you try this again. And it may well take a couple of goes to get this going. So please don't despair if you don't get it right on the first go. That is normal. Most people find this very, very challenging initially, but stick with it and you will find it easier over time. Let's play it one more time. And as always, before I start, I take my time to check my finger line, to check my thumb, to check my tennis ball. And that way you've got a good basic posture, you see, and you set yourself up with good habits right from the word go. So we're starting on an open A string. Stop the bow, just wait until you've placed your finger. Stop the bow, place your finger carefully. Stop the bow, place that third finger by the side. And a space for your fourth finger. Now this time, take away only your fourth finger. Take away your third finger. Take away your second finger. And take away your index finger, and we'll finish on an open A. And you have done an incredible job today. Really well done. So as I've said before, take your time to get this going for the next couple of days. So watch this video over and over again if you want to. And what I'd also like to encourage you to do is to re-watch video lessons 1 to 5 so that we keep the bowing technique up to the same standard throughout. Thank you very much for watching, and I look very much forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.